today's tutorial, I'm going to walk you through step by step how you can get this look of a pattern onto your text here in Adobe Illustrator. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I'm going to take this part of the design and I'm just going to shrink it down a little bit and I'm going to move it over here to the side so that we have some space here to work. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the left-hand side and we're going to type use our text tool to type out whatever word we want to say. So for this example, let's just use the word animal. And we'll make it all capital. But you can do this with any theme, any word, anything will work. So I'm going to type in the word animal. And then from here, I need to take this text. Once I have it in the font that I want, you can go in and you can highlight the word and go over here to properties and pick whatever font that you would like to use. The font doesn't really matter. Once you have the font chosen, you're going to go up to your top menu and click on Type, Create Outlines. And from that point, you can no longer change the font, but it's now at a point where we can add in the pattern. So what we're going to do now is we can go over here to our layers and we can see that those words are a group. And what we need to do is we need to actually turn these into a compound path. So I'm going to click on Control 8. And when I do that, it looks like, oh, the word disappeared. What happened? But it really didn't disappear. It's still there. It's just changed to no fill. I could change the fill color if I wanted to, but we don't really need a fill color because what we're going to do is we're going to add in our own fill color on there. So once we have our word the way that we want, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our digital paper pack that we have downloaded. And this again will work with any sort of patterned paper pack. I'm just using this one as an example, and you're going to pick out whichever digital skin that you want to use, and I'm just using I'm going to use this one right here. Actually, I'm going to use this one right here. It looks like kind of like a tiger. And I'm just going to click on it, drag, and drop it here into my software. And then I can minimize that folder. Now, I did unzip that folder, so make sure that you unzip it. And then I'm just going to shrink that paper pack down so it fits directly over my word. I'm going to zoom back in here. So I've got my digital paper pack here in my software, and if I go to my layers, I can see that my paper pack is on top and my word is on bottom. I need to actually click and drag my word to the top layer. You can also right click on your word and say arrange bring to front, and that will do the exact same thing if you do it over here in layers or if you do it over here on the actual word. Once you have your word on the top, you're going to make sure that your word is selected, and you're going to hold shift and you're going to make sure that your background is selected, whatever the pattern is that you want to make. Then you're going to go up to Object, Clipping Mask, Make. And when you do that, it cuts out the pattern with the word. And so at this point, you're going to want to make sure, okay, are my lines where I want them to go? Wherever you want to be clipped out, that's where you'll place your word. I actually kind of like this. And so at this point, once you have it arranged the right way in the pattern that you like, you can go up here to Effect, Stylize, Drop Shadow. And this is where you can click on this little preview button and you can add in, like if you want it to have a really big shadow on there, you know, see how it kind of, you know, adds this shadow and dimension on the back. This is where you can mess around with that and you can add those things in. You can change the angle of them. You can change the blur of them. Watch, I'll show you what I mean, like how defined it is. See how now you can't really see the letters, but it's all just kind of one big blur. And you can even change the color of that. If you want it to be a different color, you can change that. And once you have that shadow looking the way that you want, you will click OK. And now I've got this kind of 3D looking effect, and I can save that as a PNG file if I wanted to use it to sublimate on something or print on one of my designs. Just make sure that you end up saving it as a 300 dpi as a PNG with a transparent background. So that's how you are able to use those pattern packs to be cut out on your words. If you have any questions, let us know, and otherwise we'll see you back in the next tutorial. Bye.